Hello and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 29th of June, 2015. The moon today is traveling through the early portion of the sign of Sagittarius as it makes its way through the nakshatra of Jyeshtha. Jyeshtha, literally translated, means the eldest. There's an association with wisdom here. Jyeshtha is also connected with Indra, the king of the gods. The idea being with Jyeshtha is that we cannot conquer or overcome a situation purely by strength of will. We also have to have wisdom. Both parts are necessary in equal portion. If you look at mythological stories surrounding Indra, he was the king of the gods, and he was also pictured holding Sudarshana chakra, which again, I'm going to explain what that is. But Sudarshana chakra was won by him by undergoing great penance, by accomplishing very difficult tasks, right? And Sudarshana chakra is able to cut through illusion and allow clear perspective. So with Jyeshtha, I like to use the analogy of imagine being involved in a struggle, and you withdraw from that struggle in order to gain perspective on the situation so that you can go back into the situation and overcome whatever it is that might be hindering you. Sometimes we need that fresh sense of perspective in order to deal with a challenging situation. And from a space of detached perspective today, you're likely to see several different angles on a situation. But the only problem is seeing so many different sides to a situation may be a little bit overwhelming to you. And because of it being overwhelming and a very strong desire to do something about a particular situation, you may find that you end up in a position where you're somewhat rendered unable to act if you allow your emotions to get the better of you. As we sometimes learn, emotions do not always have reality attached to them, with the exception that we feel that feeling in the moment, and that feeling is very real, and we should not discount that feeling. But we shouldn't let that feeling rule how we act in every particular situation. And with the energy of the day, it's definitely important to wait until you have clear perspective on a situation and until you're able to see the truth of a situation beyond simply how you feel about it. Feelings are subjective. A detached perspective is going to be objective. And you need a proper balance of both, but you don't need the subjective emotions overwhelming the objective view of what's going on. You need to act in I don't want to say a rational manner, because rational manners don't always lead to good results either. Intelligence doesn't always give us the proper insight on a situation or help us to accomplish something, right? Sometimes we need those emotions so that we have that drive. But when we allow those emotions to overrun us, then there is the potential, especially today, to be overwhelmed by seeing so many different ways or so many different sides of a situation, when in reality, you just need to wait until you see that one side that gives you the clarity that you need and provides you with the focus so that you can put the feelings that you are feeling overwhelmed about all to one side and get down to the matter at hand. It's a day where if you're focused, you can accomplish a lot. But in order to be accomplished and to be able to focus so that you are able to accomplish and to be accomplished, you do need to be able to see a situation with clarity and from a perspective that isn't overwhelmed by your pure desire to get on with the matter at hand, right? You need that desire. I don't want to discount that, and I know I keep saying that over and over again. You need that desire because that that desire is going to be the impulse that's going to power the will so that you can go through to success. But that impulse, that desire, needs to be driven by perspective, as we were talking about Jyeshtha earlier on at the very beginning. Withdrawing from a situation, gathering the wisdom that you need, or gathering the perspective that you need on the situation with which to go back into it, and then combining it with that desire so that you can have a breakthrough. Now this may relate to any aspect of your life dependent upon where the moon is transiting in your chart, where the other influencing planets that are involved in the energies of the day, such as Mercury and Mars, where those are also falling in your chart, is also a very important factor to look at. And if you would like for me to look at any situation which you might be dealing with, including whatever this might be about for you, I do offer a vast range of astrological services which are available through my website. You can click on the link below in this YouTube video. There's also a link further down the page in the description area. I should mention, if you enjoy these daily insights about the nakshatras, I am working on a full-length course with fellow astrologer Ryan Korzak, and you can look for that course to be released later on this autumn. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 29th of June, 2015. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.